that song. Everybody wants to say nigga.
Oh, we're about to go live. Okay, all right, there we go.
They're gonna say it anyway.
Well, they can say it. We ain't saying it over here.
No, we're not gonna say it.
And we're live, everybody. Hopefully that did not get through. I don't think it did.
Oh, they did. I was singing a song.
Yeah. Happy Saturday night, everybody. We may have a few more guests coming on the panel this evening. I think they're still over there just hanging out.
Yeah.
So let's see who we got in chat so far. We got Stephen Taylor. What's up, brother? Ronnie Rasmussen. Michelle's out there. Big Hearts Michelle. Forrest. Susan Greathouse. VSO. I got a whole bunch of new VSO flavors in, and we might talk about a couple of them. Lori, what's up? Let's see who else had popped in the chat that I may have missed.
Deb and Kentucky Bill.
Oh, yes, I think I've got everybody there. Whoops. What's up, Bill? Deb, how's it going? Deb, hopefully you're being safe. You're in one of them states that's getting all kinds of fucking shit. But here we have a ton of pollen to go with everything else, so everyone sounds like they got it. So.
Well, I mean, we don't have pollen.
Never.
We got no pollen.
I have a car full I can scrape off and send to you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that would get through the Australian security stuff at the border, but have a crack.
Yeah.
We have no pollen. It's too damn cold.
Yep. What's up, Nick? Cherokee? What's up, Cherokee?
Pollen for everybody. I'm like Oprah. Pollen for you?
You just keep
Oh, yeah.
pollen.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting a little bit of a cough, and it's just, it's on the, it's caked on the cars. Like,
Yeah,
I'll pull up to a dealership. Oh, what color are they? I say yellow.
Well, see, the problem is too that people are going to mix up, hay fever and pollen and current climate.
Yeah.
There's going to be this crossover with pollen and hay fever with corona stuff.
Evening, all.
Liam!
Hey, man, long time no see.
I know it's been ages.
Yeah.
So you're donkeys, mate, donkeys.
I just thought of some, Liam. I think you're popping your cherry on this show. I don't think you've ever been on one of my streams before, have you?
I have never been on your show.
I didn't think so.
He doesn't say it's late usually.
Frank, I'm DTF.
What did he say?
Actually,
DTF?
He's DTF. Actually, I think someone has a video which someone really should share.
Right, I'm off.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, just a second. Yeah, I should.
You don't want to share it. You should just go dress up.
Yeah,
because this
what did
video,
I do?
I did say to you at the time. Perhaps you have mistakenly posted that in public.
Especially around zipping.
Yeah, Bill asked how long should you steep pollen. Pollen's a shake and bake.
Don't publish anything embarrassing in front of zipping. Because it will get used.
Now, you know what? I really don't mind, because whatever I do on the weekend,
Yeah, right now you're locked in, so, which is probably what we all should be doing right now instead of being out and about.
My
what's up, Nance?
List of things around the house is growing by the minute. I swear my wife's downstairs writing shit on the list for me to do.
Oh, mine's just waiting for me to get sent home and get started. She started painting the living room and the kitchen and the little mud room area that goes out, goes outside. I'm like, oh great. She knows that's one thing I hate more than anything is painting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a tick list of everything I've said I will do when I've got the time.
I would rather I would rather dig a moat by hand outside than paint.
About 15 years ago, Frank, I solved that very problem because I hate painting as well. I don't mind doing the roller. I don't like cutting in. It shits me to tears.
Yeah.
So what I did is my wife actually was at work, and I painted the laundry. And I painted the laundry this really bright, vibrant blue. And I had some drops on the back of the door, so I fucking painted that. I painted every single thing in the laundry, so it was just this blue room. And she came home and said, "You're never fucking painting again." I went, "Cool, I'm good with that."
There we go.
So if you do a job really badly first time, you don't have to do it again ever.
Yeah, it's like making tea.
Oh, here it is. Everyone watch this.
Can we get audio?
I was going to say, is there sound? You need the sound. You need to make people's ears bleed.
What if there's a way to turn that up?
For those that don't recognise him,
Oh, you're trying to be the Titanic. Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
think that
Oh,
earlier.
look at that dress. Oh, look at the legs.
Oh, jeez.
I will say this was actually done for a DNA vape. I wanted to win a DNA vape.
well,
I didn't.
That's fair, but
That's
you
why
know,
I did
now
it.
it's out there that you know,
Pouring myself out for it.
well,
Hey,
people
why
are
not?
going to talk
There's
about
people
you
have done
going down
less.
in this Titanic.
Or done more.
Yeah, you'll never live that down now, Liam. You know that.
Nah, it's fine. I wouldn't have shared it otherwise.
Oh, I'm not done yet,
Oh,
Liam.
that's
I'm
right.
not done yet. I'm not done.
You probably could have done a little bit of grooming with the beard, mate. It would have been a bit more realistic. But you know,
Nah, I thought I looked better, you know, a bloke in the dress with a big beard.
yeah, well, fair call, fair call. I can actually see why you would think that would look better, but yeah. I'm here to say that probably doesn't. But
I
mate,
mean,
there's videos out there, but yours is now really out there. There's videos
Yeah, I mean,
out there of everyone doing things.
Tammy did ask me
Didn't
where
sit
my
out.
lippy was.
Sorry, mate.
Tammy did ask me where my lippy was, but
I said, "Where's your lip gloss?"
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I cannot clear my throat tonight.
That's
Just
important.
polish my head live on air. There we go, mate.
Yeah.
Look, holidays. I was actually thinking of getting three dots just tattooed on, so I look like a bowling ball. But
There you go, that'll work. Man, that pollen's
Hey,
getting to me now.
at least I've been told I should shave my beard because of this COVID-19. But if I shaved my beard, I'd end up looking like Uncle Fester.
Oh, jeez.
And,
You think
and
so?
I really don't want that.
it's a tough
I
call,
mean-
though.
Look at the bags.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I can see that.
Just stick a light bulb in your mouth and you're good. Oh, mate, I tell you, you know, so some of the things that are coming out meme-wise, you know, for social distancing.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got sent this one, and this is really, really important medical advice. So if everyone can share this around, this is really important medical advice. So people should pay attention to this.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Yep.
Bark off, yeah. I'll throw it over there.
It's like a friend of mine was
No,
telling me
well-
he was in Academy, a sporting goods store. It's called Academy Sports, and it's a really like superstore, like a warehouse type sporting goods store, and they're literally counting how many people are allowed in. So they're only allowing like 25 people in this huge, quite a few thousand square foot, store. And he was in line, and he had the guy smokes like a chimney, and he had a bit of a cough. And this woman was like, "Don't you know you're not supposed to cough in a store right now?" And it's like, "I have emphysema. What the hell you want?"
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like if you cough anywhere, people just turn around and the room goes silent. It's
Oh
like-
yeah.
I did
Next
an
day.
experiment when I went to the grocery store.
Well, you can jump queues really quickly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I would suggest that everyone, instead of coughing to cover a fart, just fart to cover a cough.
Exactly.
No, what was really worrying for me earlier, I actually went grocery shopping, and it's the first time I've been grocery shopping since the UK has had the lockdown. So going over to the store, not knowing what to expect, and they've actually put tape on the floor
Yeah,
to show
same
you
over here.
where 2 meters is. that's great. So I joined the queue. There was a guy stood behind me, and I mean, he was literally right behind me.
He wasn't
Now,
paying attention yet.
Yeah, is it socially acceptable to actually tell people to fuck off?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. When
You
it,
saw
when
what
it's
I
your
just
assets
posted.
on the
Look,
line,
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, you're 6 feet away or 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying one
I-
of the counties here, since March the 1st, they've had, and it's a small county, like not a lot of people, like 400 handgun applications that they can't process because they're just not processing them right now. They're accepting them, but they're not processing them.
That's funny because John he called the other day. He was like, Tim, when you're home by yourself, you need a gun. We need to get you a gun. I'm like, do you know I am the last damn person in the world that needs a gun? I mean,
Well, I mean, statistics show that most people that are shot during home invasions are shot with their own gun.
Oh yeah.
I
They were
am
stabbing.
blood as it is. I am the last person that needs a gun. And when I get pissed off, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I do half the time when I get pissed off. I mean,
think
who knows what I do? I might go shoot somebody.
unless you're putting time in at the range to actually know what to do with that gun, then I think it's pointless actually having one.
Oh, look what Michelle said. The sheriff came to her house to give her daughter her concealed carry permit. That is awesome.
Yeah,
but
guns.
If you don't know how, if you haven't, it's fine if you know how to use it and I'm not getting into my opinion because I think it should be like a car. You should have to have a license
for a concealed carry. You actually have to demonstrate that you know how to handle that weapon. There's targets you have to shoot, and I mean you need to be proficient with that firearm.
I mean, coming from the
John
UK,
told me I could do it online. So how is that showing I'm proficient with it?
No, just the application online, but you still have to you have to basically take like like your road test. You have to do that with a firearm to get a concealed permit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Nick covered it perfectly there in chat. Tell John to be careful what he wishes for in case.
I know, that's what I said.
Boom.
Hey, Jeff Lawson. Hey, Josh Rhodes.
You sort of wonder, like it's a virus, you can't shoot it. So, and I get they're all planning for the zombie apocalypse and all.
I don't know.
No, I think it's more people being worried about looters and things like home invasions for your toilet roll.
Pretty much, or for your groceries if for some reason their stimulus check went to pay the child support for their ex-baby mama.
But you just put a sign
at least
on
it went
your
to the
door.
kid.
Well, it went to the baby mama. Don't necessarily mean went to the kid.
But I mean, as long as you truckers are running and the warehouses are running, then I don't see any problem with looting or things like that. Looting would just be for greed then, as opposed to necessity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I mean, it's funny how different countries handle different things. The English just go, we'll stay inside. The Australians go, well, we'll stay inside, but we need to go to the hairdresser for 30 minutes to look good. The Americans go, let's get some guns, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We won't go in there, we'll just
Gun home.
Canadians just hand you whatever you want and say sorry.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, that's thing with all the salons and the hairdressing, everything being shut down. You're starting to see what some of these women really look like, and it's not pretty.
And I still don't want a gun.
I mean, I was saying earlier that the whole thing just seems completely surreal to me.
Yeah, it does.
It just seems like the start of some post-apocalyptic drama that you'd watch on sci-fi or something.
Oh, it is. It's
The Walking Dead, mate.
It's starting to sink
like-
into me too.
After lockdown, I think we should all have a mustache comparing competition. Girls can be entered if they want. That's fine.
Who mustache?
I knew a couple of women that would probably win that, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mother-in-law.
Yeah, out here where I am, I mean, I noticed one thing, like they closed one store and you can't go in there at all. But I really noticed when I went to the city with all the lines on the sidewalk and in the stores and the traffic was like barely none. It was like, yeah, it was like the Twilight Zone. Felt like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, look, I mean, I've been into town probably twice because, well, I'm quite happy where I am, thank you very much. But yeah, they've got all the tape on the floor and all that sort of stuff. And I want to know, because yours is 2 meters and Tam was saying 6 feet.
Well, it's the
They're
same
saying
thing.
1.5 meters here. What does it mean that we, a meter and a half?
I think who actually recommend 6 foot. It's like 6 foot minimum, I think.
Yeah, it's 1.8.
Well, I think I still think they want us to catch it over here. They just give us 1.5 meters and keep the hairdressers open. We're all good.
I actually got told.
Domino's is 2 meters.
I got told off in the grocery store earlier for standing in. I thought I was stood behind the line that they put on the floor, but then I noticed there was a big X in the actual tape. So I actually got told off for standing in that earlier on, which, I mean, it's great that they're actually watching people do that. But you feel really awkward going into the grocery store and passing people. It's like as I'm going past someone with my trolley, am I 2 meters away or?
Well, the aisles in the supermarket, it's impossible to pass someone 2 meters away. Can't do it.
Yeah, they may as well just make it all one way. Just have arrows pointing what way you have to walk.
It'd be traffic chaos. Traffic lights at the end of the aisles.
They're going to ticket wrong way. $50 fine.
What we call it in the UK, the lollipop man on each junction.
Yeah.
Spin the sign. But yeah, look, I mean, we can only buy 2 of anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing here. Like 2 meat. Oh, you can only buy 1 meat. So if you want beef and chicken, no, take your pick. You can't have both.
I'll see.
Okay.
We're limited to 3 in the UK, 3 of essentials. But what I found earlier was I could actually pick up 3 beef mints, and if I wanted to, I could add 3 lamb mints.
You're a hoarder. You're a hoarder. You're part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I said if I wanted to. But for a family of 3 for like a week and a half shopping, just 3 beef mints, 1 lamb mint, and nice chicken, and that was it. Like that's plenty for us.
We can't do that.
Just shop normally, but do 2 week shop at a time.
I'm just shopping normally and just doing my normal 1 week shop.
Hey, Lori.
Yeah, look, I mean, when it comes down, I think common sense applies, to a degree. Unfortunately, it appears that that's a little bit short in supply at the moment with some people. But,
It is. It's ridiculous out there. Like, I passed by a Costco today, and this was 11 o'clock in the morning. You would have thought it was Black Friday. It was slammed full of cars. I'm like, there's no way they're social distancing.
Yeah. Well, I'm still wondering why people were buying so much toilet roll.
I still don't get that one. I do not get the toilet paper thing.
If you think you're gonna have to blow your nose a lot more, buy tissues.
Yeah.
Not toilet roll.
Well,
that's what I did yesterday. Was buy a bunch of tissue.
I did catch a video during the week where a guy did a calculation based on a pack of I think it was 36 rolls that you get from Costco or whatever, and he said to use this packet, he held up the packet, he's calculated the number of sheets, the number of squares you use each time you go to the toilet, and he said to use this in your quarantine period, you're going to have 187 craps per day.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I went grocery shopping, there was I'm not sure whether this is just specific to the UK, but pretty much everything was in stock that I wanted.
Oh, good.
Went down the aisle with all the cleaning stuff and toilet rolls. toilet rolls, they only had like 3 or 4 containers left.
Yeah, 3 or 4
So-
packs. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking at about 36 sheets, 36 rolls. But the alcohol aisle was empty.
Oh yeah. Well, there's some
Yeah,
states
look-
here where their liquor store is closed, which is ridiculous
Yeah.
because you have alcoholics that are going to go through
Well, see-
withdrawal.
and they're buying
in
guns.
the UK, in the UK, liquor stores are classed as essential. But again, I think it's for the people that are addicted to
Yeah.
alcohol.
Like you,
Alcohol,
like you can go
yeah.
to in the supermarkets, grocery stores, you can gas station, you can buy beer and wine, and CBD
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah, I mean, alcohol is one of the only ones that you can actually die from when you're
Yeah.
trying to detox. So I can understand why that's classed as essential.
yeah, Jeff, Pennsylvania, their liquor stores are state run, and they're all closed. And I think they even closed down their beer and wine stores where people are going across the bridge into Jersey, the ones that live in the Philadelphia area, to get all their supplies, and then coming back across the bridge, and everyone's getting mad because they're these people are bringing their Pennsylvania germs into New Jersey. It's like, I think the people in Pennsylvania should be more concerned than the people in Jersey. They said
Well,
700 police officers in the state of New Jersey have tested positive.
One of the main things I picked up from this was from the WHO site, where they actually said that the coronavirus doesn't actually live on packages, things like that, for that long. Where it's still
It's only 3-4 hours.
where
or something
it can
like
still
that.
infect you. So I think people are worrying a bit unduly about.
Well, you figured they had
Looking
that
at
cruise ship,
packages and
though,
things.
that 16 days later they were still finding traces of it on surfaces
What?
on a cruise ship.
I thought it was found on some shit paper.
Yeah, they might have
Yeah.
found that too. Well, they need to start using it with CBD because people need to mellow their ass out.
I think on a cruise ship though, you're actually looking at more of where
It's a
everyone is
closed
in
system.
such a confined space
Yeah.
that everybody's going to be picking her up more, and it's just going to be
And
everywhere.
that's part of the problem. It's a friggin' massive petri dish on a closed loop air system. So
Yeah,
sort of
which is where isolation and confinement actually works so well.
Yeah, like over in the UK, you guys will have your curve will flatten out way sooner than we will.
Well, yeah, we're in lockdown now for effectively 3 weeks minimum.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be in lockdown now until May, if not a little bit longer than that, because we're not due to actually peak until we're not due to peak until about the middle of April. So once
Wow.
that peak is hit, if everybody is observing the lockdown, once that peak is actually hit and starts to drop down, then we'll be let out.
Yeah.
But
they had a thing on the government-owned TV here, which is the ABC. So it's not same as the ABC in the States, but and they were saying that if you don't do social distancing, right? So if you just carry on as per normal, after 30 days, you will infect 2.5 people within 4 days,
Oh yeah.
and then they worked it out after 30 days that would equate to 406 people, right? That are directly as a result of you not social distancing. And then they worked it out at 80% social distancing, 70%, etc., etc. And at 70% social distancing, so 70% of people do the right thing, then after 30 days, the number of people that will be infected from one person is 2.5. So 406 versus 2.5,
Yeah.
or 405 or whatever.
No, as
wasn't
our,
there
sorry, go ahead.
wasn't there that one guy who's he's apparently responsible for something like 40,000 infections, where he had coronavirus, knew he had it, went out, and he's infected 4 or 5 people. Those 4 or 5 people have then gone on to infect another
More people,
4
yeah.
or 5, and then it's just
Well,
carried on.
they traced Italy back to 2 people. 2 people.
Wow.
So they traced basically the whole of Italy back to 2 people who travelled from.
Here's
China.
the good news. You ready? I just can't stand it. It just irritates me so bad. There's so many people who have no symptoms at all and who have it and they just recover and they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just move on.
But there's been a lot more recoveries.
Well,
than there
and
has.
that's word for word pretty much from our president. Our president said that, word for word. So
But
he
when it
knows
comes-
people who's had it and they're fine. Let's just move on. Let's go. We're getting back to work. And that's such bull. I'm sorry. I need to stop.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Tan, because what it comes down to is, and this is from the outside looking in. I'm not in America, so I don't see all the news conferences and stuff like that.
I watched him say that.
But
that's not the news. That's me watching.
But when it comes down to it, is what they're saying essentially is your life, as in you, it's not as important as the stock market.
Yeah.
Your child, your mum is not as important as the stock market. And that is beyond comprehension. That that attitude is fuck the economy. Who gives a fat rat's ass about the economy if we're all fucking dead?
If we're dead.
That's why I think it should be like the UK, like Italy, like Spain. When you have a lockdown, it should be a lockdown for the whole country. It shouldn't be decided state by state.
Yeah.
It should be effectively for the whole country. Yep, the economy is going to crash, and that is absolutely terrible as well.
Mm-hmm. But it's about time that things even out with the money anyway. It doesn't need to be all to the 1%. Things need to level back out.
You can recover from a crashed economy. You can't recover from
look at 08. It took a little while, but it
tens of
worked.
thousands dead.
Yeah, the cost for people, for families, is far more important than the economy. Like, I don't, but what really pisses me off is okay, my missus works in a golf club. So over here, all the pubs and clubs have been shut, so she's not working. The bank has been sending out emails to everyone saying, hey, if you've got a mortgage, we'll put it on hold. All you need to do is contact us. Until you read the small print in which it says we'll put your mortgage on hold for 6 months, but we'll still charge you interest for those 6 months. If they froze all that shit so that no one pays a mortgage, no one would have to pay rent, and the stress for 99% of people in the world that aren't in that fucking 1% would be relieved.
Absolutely.
Well, if they just put the economy into Prime Minister induced coma, no one owes, I mean, you're still going to have to pay your utilities and stuff like that. But if they put all this stress on hold, then people would be much more likely to not go out and try to work if they're sick and shit like that, because there's a lot of families that can't afford to sit at home.
What worries me so much about this whole pandemic, one is the fact it's a pandemic anyway, but it's all the collateral damage that you get from this pandemic. It's everybody with the mental health problems that they are going to decide to end it.
They always get forgiven.
Well, actually, the mental health is over here anyway. It's copping it pretty bad because you can't even see social workers, psychiatrists, shit like that.
But most people give no fucks about that anyway.
It's all the collateral damage. So you might have 500 COVID-19 deaths, but you might also end up with another 500 or 600 mental health issue deaths. You know, it's
It's a snowball. It's a snowball
Yeah.
that it's rolling down a friggin' hill and getting bigger. And you know, like I would love to see every single government in the world just say, all right, everything is on hold. No one has to pay anything at the moment unless you're going out and buying food and stuff like that. You know, your utilities and your food. That's all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about your house. You don't have to worry about your credit cards. You don't have to worry about anything because it is all on hold. You will not.
Oh, that reminds
lose
me, I gotta pay my
money.
cell phone bill.
You know, that's something I said earlier. I mean, I had to go to one of my local stores.
Interesting,
Which-
Fidalgo.
I stopped actually shopping at because it cost a lot more. You know, if I could go to my normal store, then I'd spend £60 a week for my shopping. I went to my local store today. I did about a week and a half's worth of shopping and spent £180.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
I spent 3 times my budget because I've had to go to a local store.
Well, that's a bit like
Then
here,
you also
like
get
with
the
Simon.
people-
A lot of our community here in Taree live out of town. Now, you can only buy enough food for a couple of days, so they've got to drive between half an hour and 2 hours to get to the shop. That costs money. Now, you've got to do that every 2 days.
Yeah,
Instead of
you're
every
burning all your
four,
money
five-
on fuel and wear and tear on your vehicle.
Yeah, plus the more you're actually out topping up your food,
Yeah.
the more chances there are that you're actually exposed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
So,
it shouldn't be.
basically, they're setting you up to get
Yeah.
the thing.
Look,
right?
I think when it comes down to it, that everyone, the government's well aware of what's happening, and they're restricting people to a degree to slow it down, not stop it, because there is no way to stop it right now. If
No,
everyone will get it, it'll just be a case of how long. You know?
Yeah, without a vaccine, which is at least a year and a half away, you're never going to be able to stop it. All you can do is slow it down. But that's why it's so important that when you're actually locked down, that you listen and you stay in. You don't go associating with people. I mean, one of the hardest things I did earlier was actually going out and doing my mum's shopping and having to go and knock on her door and leave the shopping on her doorstep and then talk to her from the end of her driveway.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, what they're doing here in a lot of stores now is they'll have the first hour of the morning is just for seniors.
They're doing that here too. I think it actually started at one of the IGAs down in Melbourne, which said, "All right, we're gonna do 2 hours for seniors to shop. That's, you know, no one else is allowed in the store. If you're disabled, you can go in there, and that sort of shit. Like, why are they doing it now?
When they could
should
have been
be
doing it
actually-
forever, yeah.
They should be doing it forever, you know. But now people are thinking about it, and going, "Well, you know what? We should probably just run with this forever. Why not?"
in the UK, they've actually got 3 dedicated mornings. You know, an hour before the store opens for the NHS workers. You know, the people on the front
And that's
line.
the other
Yeah.
thing. Yep.
You know, and
They
then
work long shifts
and then after that, then it's for the vulnerable people. You know, the people most likely to pick it up and end up as a statistic.
Yep.
You know, but this should be something that happens all the time. Simon said.
Actually, I want to touch on something that Fidalgo said about the ELR forum and the amount of political bashing that's happening there at the moment. We as mods are aware of it. We're trying to get on top of it, but there is just so much of it. And I would ask that everyone in chat, the ELR forum for me should be apolitical unless it is related to vaping. I'm sick of reading, you know, that Trump did this or Pelosi did that. I don't give a fat rat's ass. If it's not vaping related, it shouldn't be
I agree
on that forum.
100%.
That forum is about mixing. It is not about who you support politically. If you want to go ahead and support people politically, do it somewhere else.
Exactly.
That is my personal feeling. I'm over it. I really am.
That's
And-
what Facebook and Twitter's for.
Well, we're getting to the point now where we started moving posts into a non-public area, and we're getting to the point now where if people keep going the way they're going, we're going to start deleting shit left, right, and centre, because it's a mixing forum. If you want to go and talk about politics, you want to argue about the how this has been handled or how that's been handled, it's not relevant on a mixing forum. We want to talk about mixing, and it is making, as Biddy said, it is making people leave.
Yeah.
All right. So before you post something, read it. Read it and see whether you are actually contributing to the conversation that's going on, or you are just spewing out political rhetoric, because it is happening. And it really needs the members of the forum, because as moderators, we don't have 24/7 coverage on the forum, and we really would like to see people dial back their shit just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be nice to have some people in there, and there are people in there that know what they're talking about. Like Simon, but I'm seeing like some really good mixers in there giving advice and stuff like that in the forum. Like I don't really like to go in the forum much and talk, but I see a lot of talk going in there, and I'm like, really? I just feel like I wish there was some more experienced mixers that would go in there and chat with people.
But yeah, look, I mean, if you're not taking a conversation, criticism of how it's being handled,
What there
is by any political side, really has no place. And this is my personal opinion. Like, I mean, it's Lars's forum. He can run how he wants. We try to sheriff it a little bit, but please, if you're in the forum and you're not contributing information rather than rhetoric or your opinion on a political party, it's a worldwide forum. Like, think of that. It's a worldwide forum. It's not an American forum. It's not an American political forum. Right? There are places where you can discuss your beliefs to the end of the day. Right? But just before you hit that post button, think about what you've posted and whether it takes the conversation further, rather than just having a slam at someone because they believe that an elephant's better than a donkey or a donkey's better than an elephant. It doesn't fucking matter. So that's my rant today. I generally have a bit of a rant, but
it doesn't really matter. They're all jackasses.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'd also like to add to that as well that before anything gets shared anywhere, fact check as much as you can, just to make sure you're not actually sharing false information.
Contributing to the problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And look, I mean, everyone has their political views. That's cool. And just respect the fact that not everyone's going to agree, and there's no place for it. If you believe that the president is handling stuff well, good. If you believe he's not handling stuff well, that's good too.
Yeah.
But there's no real place for it on e-liquid recipes.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
E-liquid recipes, not my political views.
Yeah.
Unless it's involved with the
absolutely. Unless it's
vape industry, like their bans on flavouring or whatever other bullshit's going on.
Yep, absolutely. And if we can keep it to the point where we're just talking about political stuff in relation to vaping, not in relation to COVID-19, not in relation to anything else, just vape-related political comment, and make it commentary rather than oh, this is absolutely how it is, because there's two sides to every coin. So
Exactly.
just please try and remember that not everyone on that forum is interested in US politics. And the people that are not interested in it are getting turned away in droves. Trust me when I say this, and it's not how that forum should be. I know it's a bit of a rant, but please, just before you hit the post button, just think about what you're posting and where you're posting it. So, but that said, I just want to share a little video. Watch it after the show. Lars actually posted that one, and it's a really good video for understanding what's going on with coronavirus. So have a little bit of a look at it. It explains stuff really well, and it's worth a watch. So anyway, enough of that shit. Let's talk about yellow things.
Yeah.
Yellow things.
Bananas.
We got bananas. You got yellow cakes. I mean, the banana pollen. Yeah.
I've done quite a few tests of a lot of the yellow cakes lately.
Well, how many? I mean, we know the most common ones. The Flavor West. That some people love it. Other people, it's like a necessary evil in some stashes, like mine. I say screw my coils. It's just that good. And and then you have the jungle flavors for people that don't want to use the Flavor West. What other ones are really out there that you've seen that are worthy of even really talking about?
I've done one-on-one yellow cake, which is that's actually pretty good. You get that nice buttery yellow cake with the crumbly texture.
Oh, nice.
Exactly like you'd want from the yellow cake.
Yeah.
Mullenberry yellow cake, again, very, very good, but does have a little bit of a lemon note.
Is that a new one? Is that one of the new ones from Mullenberry? Yeah,
it's one of the new
ones.
ones.
I was gonna say I didn't get that one. Yeah.
In there. Well, I don't think the sponge cake really counts as far as you're going yellow cake.
Yeah. With the yellow cake, the usage rate is about the same as Flavor West, Jungle Flavors, one-on-one. You're looking at about 3 to 4%.
As your main note now.
As your main note, yeah. Jungle Flavors yellow cake, very, very good. Pretty close to the Flavor West one, to be honest. You get that little bit of a marzipan type of note to it, right in the background. Whereas with the Flavor West one, you do get more of a syrupy, sweet yellow cake.
Yeah, because it has all that extra sugar in it.
Yeah. Cap yellow cake's another one. It's not as good as Jungle.
No, a lot of people get I believe it's an aniseedy type off note from that one. I'd rank for yellow cakes. I'd actually rank the one that Simon just said.
The cap.
Gone on my head. I'd actually rank the cap one as my bottom pick, to be honest. Yeah. I'd actually go for the Flavor West if you're not concerned about the possible sucralose fructose in there.
The cancer cake issue.
Then then the Jungle Flavors follow very, very closely by the one-on-one and the Mullenberry. They're all pretty much the same, except for the very slight notes that they got in the background. To be honest,
I'm a fan of the Jungle Flavors over the Flavor West. Only a personal choice. They are. I mean, the Flavor West is nice. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, but I just don't use it. I tend to use the Jungle Flavors, and for me, it's a 1-to-1 swap.
Yeah,
they're
definitely
very, very similar in strength, and any one that you can sub out the Flavor West if you care to for the Jungle Flavors at 1-to-1. it's a similar situation with Jungle Flavors biscuit and Inawera.
Yeah.
For me, they're a one-to-one
Oh,
sub as well.
yeah, they're 1-to-1 for me as well.
Yep.
Have we actually determined, did Inawera reformulate biscuit?
I actually spoke to Tom from the juice factory over here in Australia when I ordered a bottle of Inawera because it was distinctly different in colour and smell. And I did a side-by-side blind test. Couldn't pick the two after a steep. So initially the smell, the older version was more buttery, and but after a steep, they for me were identical. And for when it comes down to it, I think because I said, can you specifically ask Inawera if they've changed it? And he got back to me and said, no, they haven't. What I would suggest has happened is they may have changed the supplier of one of the components in it.
Makes sense.
Still the same component, but just made by a different supplier or something along those lines. But for me, I don't notice after steeping any change between the two. So yes, they may have changed it, but no, is it detectable for me? No. So
yes, it's not like they were intentionally trying to change it. It was just, it's the same recipe, but just it had to use a different supplier for one of the main notes.
I think that's the case. Look, there are always batch variations with every flavour manufacturer. It's just that some of them are quite noticeable, initially. But there was the thing with was it TPA sweet strawberry? I think when they came out, they changed.
Well, strawberry ripe.
Strawberry ripe.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice a lot of a difference between the old strawberry ripe and the new strawberry ripe, apart from the sweetness in the new one was a little bit higher. So I think they might have actually had a little bit more EM in there.
Yeah, maybe to cover up something else because they did have to change a flavor.
Yeah, but apart from that, they tasted exactly the same.
Yeah, and I think
one being slightly sweeter.
I think when things like that change, people go, oh, it's changed, and they look for changes that may not be there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You sort of get that suggestion that,
exactly.
Oh, it's changed. Yep. And it's in your head that it's somehow different. And like that's why, like I totally blind tested the Inawera biscuit, and I absolutely could not pick the difference between the two. So, someone with better taste buds than me may well pick the difference, but it was indiscernible for me. So I say no, but who knows? Inawera are good at changing shit on the fly and not renaming the flavour, which is maddening. It drives me insane when companies...
Going back to the yellow cake, I'd say, as I said, Flavor West, Jungle Flavors, pretty much interchangeable. If you want that slight marzipan type icing effect, then I'd lean more towards the Jungle Flavors. If you wanted to use in like a lemon drizzle or something like that, but somewhere that had a little bit of a lemon accent, I go for the Mollenberry. If you want a straight up yellow cake, it didn't seem to have any off flavors for me at least, is the one-on-one. Really buttery, really pleasant yellow cake, just a nice crumbly texture. That's the one-on-one. That's... I think a lot of them are pretty much interchangeable between them because the slight off notes with the marzipan and the lemon would probably get covered up in most mixes anyway.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know. It comes down to personal preference, really. Like, there are people out there that are going to prefer the cap yellow cake over both of them. But, personally, I do like the Flavor West. I just don't use it. Life's like that. You smile and be happy. Use what you got.
And for an honorary one, I'd go for the one-on-one cornbread. That's got a lot of the yellow cake.
Shut up with the cornbread. Shut up. No cornbread. No cornbread.
Corn like cornbread?
Well, no, corn has the word corn in it. Cornbread has the word corn.
Oh, it's got a lot of the yellow cake like taste that you'd associate with a yellow cake. So it's really buttery. It's got that really nice crumbly texture, but it has got a little bit of that corn flour taste.
I actually haven't tasted it yet. And have you seen the size of the bottle? I'm surprised that I haven't tasted it.
Well, it's actually really nice standard, but I'd actually go with a yellow cake cornbread mix, to be honest.
Oh,
I'd
really?
I'd have the cornbread a little bit higher, and then I'd have the yellow cake a little bit higher, sorry, and then the cornbread actually backing that up.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, okay. I'll try it. I'll do a test and try it. See, because
I know Zippy's favourite flavour right now is FA corn, and that's yellow, so we can talk about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, me and Zippy can both duck out on this one because, thanks to Nevins, I kind of, I'm afraid of FA corn now, that bastard.
let me tell you,
But
Frank.
be very afraid of that flavour. It is
Frank?
so strong.
Do not open the bottle.
I know. I've used it. I used it at a low, like using like a rich cinnamon, like a 0.1, and this son of a bitch grew into. It was a roller coaster ride, honestly. It started out, this is pretty nice, and then after a week, it was just like boom in your face, corn. I'm here to stay. And then after about 2 or 3 more weeks, it mellowed right back out, and it was really nice. I was just like,
nope.
Motherfucker.
I gotta tell you this, okay? I diluted that corn to 10%.
Yep.
Okay.
It makes it so much easier to work with, but still.
But just hang on. I opened that bottle to dilute the thing. And let me tell you, it was like a green cloud that went into my room, okay? Let me tell you, and I'm not exaggerating, the stench stayed in this room for 2 freaking days. I couldn't even come in here. It was like, oh, God. And then even after I diluted it and after the original stench disappeared, I went to mix with the 10%, and it didn't fucking change a bit.
Chat, I don't know whether you would agree with me, but I'm not too sure whether it is just me, but I really want to see Zippy or Frank now do a lick test on FA corn.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nah, I don't think. And for those out in chat, do not do that.
No, you do not want to do that. I'm glad I've never done that. Just mixing it alone was enough to, Did make me want to go buy a pack of Marlboro, but it was pretty damn close.
It's one of the strongest flavors you'll ever.
Yeah, it is. There's a reason why it's in the kitchen line.
Yeah. But look, it's an authentic corn.
Fidalgo.
It's just
Doggo. I had. Never mind.
Never mind, Ronnie. I'm not doing corn and guava. Same to you.
I don't even. Okay. So today, John
keep with the yellow.
Drag racing on TV, and lo and behold, one of the drivers that was driving one of the drag cars, his name was Steve-O, and John says,
Jesus.
Steve-O! Driving a drag car.
To keep with the yellow theme, I think Zippy should do a TFA ripe banana.
Okay, I'll do it.
FA corn.
No.
And TFA guava mix.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Cake today.
I was thinking close to the same there.
Can I drown it in something else? Can I drown it like yellow cake? Can I drown it in yellow cake?
I don't think they'd be able to. I don't think Zippy would be able to. I think there's a copyright on that recipe. They use it in Guantanamo Bay. Part of their enhanced techniques. But talking yellow, I'm going to go from corn, which is probably not my favourite yellow, to yellow watermelon.
Oh, yeah.
yes. Oh,
I love that flavor. That's one of my.
Has anyone tried the Mullenberry honeydew?
No.
Because that's actually got, for me anyway, that's got a lot of notes similar to the Wonder Flavors yellow watermelon.
Interesting. Wonder where they got that from.
Well, Wonder Flavors yellow watermelon is absolutely beautiful. It's a very unique.
Yeah,
It's a unique watermelon flavor, but
it reminds me of like a seedless watermelon. Yeah.
It is spot on to my grandmother's growing yellow watermelon.
I've never actually had a yellow watermelon.
Neither have I.
Oh, I have. I grew up on them.
Yeah, I love yellow watermelon. And the thing that Wonder Flavors have absolutely nailed in that flavour is not only the watermelon at the right level, is the actual texture. Because I get a really
it's got
watermelon texture to it.
Yeah, it's got a wonderful. It has got a wonderful watermelon flesh to it.
I'm just trying to think what would this flavor would be good to mix with, though. I mean, because it's such a unique flavor. It's like, what does it really pair well with?
Yeah, that's what I really struggled with as well.
What, the yellow watermelon?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a mix with it. I forgot what I did.
I did a cucumber, watermelon, and strawberry, which turned out okay. It needs work, and I haven't got back to it. But you know, the thing is with watermelon, if you're eating a real watermelon, the flavour isn't a punch in your face sort of thing.
No, it's mellow. It's very mellow.
It's a really subtle watermelon flavour, and this absolutely nails that subtlety of the watermelon with the texture of the flesh.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a grower though. Like it does grow a little bit in the mix, and I would be using that around 1.5. I as a single flavour.
Well, that's the thing too. I mean, you want a flavor like that is mellow. You don't mind that flavor growing because if not, you're going to need to help it. So if it's going to grow on its own, you're not going to need to add other flavors to help it out. You just got to let it steep for a week or so.
And the thing is, in real life, that a yellow watermelon is a sweeter watermelon than a red watermelon. So, and that particular flavour has that sweetness over most watermelons. And I haven't pushed it high to see whether it goes rindy, because a lot of watermelons, if you go a little bit overboard with it, you get that white flesh.
Yes.
And that rindy.
You get that bitterness. Yep.
Yeah, and I haven't pushed this one high enough to actually find whether that happens. But, you know, you could do a flat-out just straight watermelon vape with, say, Mullenberry red watermelon and the yellow watermelon together and just do a watermelon vape.
I single flavour tested it at 2%.
Yeah.
And some of that rindy quality was actually starting to creep in then, so I think 2% is probably the highest you're going to want to take it. But that's probably more for standalone. I'd actually go a little bit lower if you're going to use it in the mix.
So like one and a quarter.
I tested at 1.5 as a single, and it was perfect, spot on. So you know, like play it down from 1.5 in a mix, depending on where you want it to sit. But that is a fantastic flavour. It really is.
I'd be tempted to pair it with Flavora Wild Melon.
Oh yeah,
I like that one. I like that flavor.
Use that low, and then a lemonade or something like that with it. I think that would be quite a nice, refreshing summertime vape.
Or even with the VSO watermelon.
Perfect. Throw it in with the VSO. That would actually work really well, I think. So.
Yeah, this VSO is. I remember using the beta test sample of it and that being really good. Now I finally got a big boy bottle of it, as Shane liked to call it. So
I haven't tried any VSO.
No, oh wow.
Swaggy. Where are you, Swaggy? But yeah, there's a couple in there that are absolutely delightful, and all of them are good. But there's a couple of absolute standouts.
A bit off the wall. But what do you think about watermelon and peach?
Ooh, watermelon peach.
Yeah.
That'd be
It's
fun.
not something I've tried, to tell you the truth, but yeah, I can see that working. You get a fruit punchy kind of thing. With
I
the
did.
watermelon.
I know
Yeah.
what I did with my watermelon. I did a strawberry watermelon jello
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that'd be good.
with rum in it. It was a rum strawberry.
Ah, I think I
I'm-
remember that
I'm-
recipe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the yellow watermelon with
Mm.
the because it's got very very slight honey sweetness notes with
Okay.
the jungle flavors honey peach.
Ooh.
That would go good with it.
Ooh, that's
And
good.
then
Coming to DIY Flavor Chaser very soon is Sherlock Holmes' new watermelon.
There'll be a plethora of watermelon recipes coming out.
Cherokee watermelon and lime.
Cherokee,
Yeah.
yep, perfect. You know, you could throw a little bit of lime in there, and in actual fact, the watermelons go, as Liam mentioned, really good with a lemonade as a refreshing mix.
Mm.
You know, like you could go, you know, watermelon, a little bit of Flavora lime, and some Flavora lemonade, and
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know, call it just
if-
that.
if you want to push that juice up, chuck a little bit of cucumber in there.
Oh
Yeah.
God, not the cucumber.
I go for the I go
A
for
little bit of
Capella,
Nick.
I go for the
Little bit
Capella cucumber over any of the cucumber because the Capella cucumber is a lot juicier. The Flavora cucumber is very very good, but is a little bit too realistic because you actually get that rindy green note as
Yeah,
well.
you do.
The vape train one is good as well, but
I don't.
Not
as
I
juicy as-
don't have the vape train one.
not as juicy as the Capella. The vape train
He's
one
in
leans
the
more
UK because,
leans more
in Europe.
towards the Flavora one.
Okay, hang on just a second. Nick, fuck you and your corn.
Exactly.
and Shane, Liam's in the UK, mate.
Same place Nick is. Well, not the same. He had, gosh, you can tell I'm getting tired. He actually works for chefs.
I
Liam
do.
does. He works for chefs.
You can tell Carl and Lewis to get VSO in immediately, and they will jump, won't they, Liam?
Yeah, every time I've tried getting VSA from chefs, they're out. I had to spend a fortune and get it from Shane himself.
That's because I bought it out. No.
One second, I'll be back.
10-4. Let's see. Yellow watermelon.
So, I am doing a persimmon.
Ooh, I love what Flavora.
Oh yeah, of course. Because
Flavora
persimmons are yellow.
Yeah,
I had
Flavora
that flavor
persimmon.
and never. I don't even know if I've ever cracked the bottle open.
I'm sorry.
The
So,
persimmon-
but in some places, persimmon are called Sharons.
Really?
So
in the UK, Sharon fruit.
yeah, Sharon fruit. So I'm kind of going a little fun with it because I'm gonna do a little persimmon mango, and with with a little bit of a peach kind of thing going vibe. So this is a Sharona Pango.
Nice.
So Sharon for it's a Sharona, Sharon
Ma
for
Sharona.
persimmon, Pango, peach mango. You kind of get the play on words there.
Persimmon, peach, and mango. That would be absolutely beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Peach. I agree with Nick. Peach and persimmon.
That's
There
an
you
old
go.
Leilani trick. The peach and the persimmon.
Oh well, yeah. But I'm adding some mango. But I'm using this mango Indian special that I keep forgetting to use.
That is an excellent mango.
Well, soon you'll have the best mango in the world.
I know. I was talking about it earlier today, and then I had like 3 people volunteer to buy stuff for me and send it to me from the UK if I needed it.
Which mango we talking about?
The one Celebrone.
Oh, okay.
That's that's hands down my favourite mango. End of story. And it's yellow. So, so we're still on topic by some strange coincidence.
Actually, Cherokee, I had ginger peach I was thinking about playing with.
SA Mango isn't one I've tried. How would that compare to the popular ones like Cap?
It's
Cap Sweet.
Comparing it to Cap Sweet. When I use Cap Sweet, I get a slight metallic taste from it on the finish.
Yeah.
Right. So the SA Mango does not have that, which makes it, hands down more brilliant.
I can't decide how.
What's it like on the pine notes?
None.
No pine at all.
That's the other thing that I get from Cap Sweet, and the SA has a lot better mouthfeel. Like it's a heavier mango.
Fleshy.
Yeah. Similar sort of mango, but fleshier, no pine notes, and no metallic taste at the end of the vape. So,
do you like the pine needles? Is that what we're going for?
No, I don't like the pine needles.
No, the more pine that's in the mango flavour, the more in the white it actually is.
Cherokee, I have one with just apricot, and then I have a version where I put the peach in it because I couldn't make up my mind.
And you do have the sesame apricot, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, and I did start with that, but for some reason I changed my mind because every time I do a mix with that, it never mixes right.
Try Flavora apricot.
No, sesame.
The sesame is really good, and I totally agree with you. On I've had a couple of failed mixes with it as well. Even though on paper they look fine, but Zippy and I were playing with it the other night, and
this persimmon smells so
we dropped it right back down. What did we use? It was 0.8 or
no, 0.6.
0.6. And it comes through.
Yeah,
quite nicely.
Yeah, very low. That sucker will grow, and it's like it's not a hard flavor to play with. You just gotta find a sweet spot. And I think, well, you tried it at 5%, didn't you? At 0.5.
0.5, yeah.
Yeah, and then, we ended up at 0.65. Remember, because we went halfway in between 6 and 7. So I've got that mix made up. Just gotta taste it and see what happened. But you just gotta find the spot for that. But it's so good, that flavor. Like it's so realistic. It's just you gotta nail that spot.
It is, but I mean, when I've used it high as well, and it stomped on stuff like you wouldn't believe. It didn't taste bad. Like it wasn't. It didn't go feral tasting. It was just.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with that flavor is that it, like I think you could even take it higher and it would still taste good. It's just that it's so wickedly strong that
it just dominates everything, does it?
Well, it's not. It doesn't. It's not growing. It's just like if you want to say, it's just strong. Period. Strong.
If you can think of another flavor that'll stomp on 0.6% of MF dark chocolate and come in over the top and pretty much trounce the chocolate, it's if you can put an MF flavor right into the background, then you're talking about something that's pretty strong, and that's exactly what it did. It basically disappeared the chocolate.
Oh yeah, like totally. There was no chocolate to be had.
Yeah, not 1.5% MF either, Fidalgo. No. Say no to 1.5% MF dark chocolate. Don't do that.
No, but honestly, that apricot is so damn tasty. Like that. Like I'm not going to give up on it because you got to just find that perfect spot.
Just fine tune it.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm actually surprised that Chefs doesn't carry more of the salub and the sesame. I think they've got both. But they've got very limited
Yeah.
offerings in there, but
Jeez.
they both had some really good flavours from what I've played with. Orange liqueur.
Oh, shut up, shut up. No, 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 now you've done it again.
The sesame blackberry is supposed to be very, very good as well. The
Really?
sweet blackberry.
Yeah, I haven't got that one.
For me, with blackberry, the go-to at the moment for me is the vape train, because there seems to be a nice all arounder. I have used TFA
I used that
before,
one day, and it
but
was the vape.
yeah, the TFA blackberry goes very, very perfumey if you use it too high, over like 0.5. It goes very perfumey, but yeah, the sesame one is supposed to be very, very good.
The VSO blackberry is very, very good too. So I found that I used it as a single flavour at 3. It was probably a little bit too light as a single flavour, but in a mix I can see 3 of the VSO blackberry working.
See, I don't mind using slightly higher on flavours because it just makes them easier to work with.
Yeah.
Hey, Simon, sniff that.
Smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Is that revenge? Is that revenge?
Oh, yes. And Dippy needs a few moments. Excuse me.
Is that a Titanic mix, Dippy?
No, this ain't. No. This is a panty wetter. Okay, sorry.
You got Frank's attention when you said that. Panty wetter. He's quickly looking.
I've been working on the cinnamon spice cookie.
Oh my God, this is good.
The version 1 needs a little bit of work, but the cookie and everything is coming through. But the flavor of the cinnamon spice and the flavor of the cinnamon need a little bit of balancing.
It's one I haven't really played with, is the persimmon spice. I haven't really played with that a whole lot. I did a single flavour test.
The spice is very, very nice. You get a little bit of it's very ginger forward, with
being one of the reasons why I haven't played with it much. But
yeah, it's a
You don't
bit
like
of
ginger?
It's got a bit of an allspicy note going on as well in the background, but you get a little bit of that persimmon too. Because what I was going for was the persimmon cookie with a little bit of spice note. I got a little bit too much on the persimmon. The persimmon is so dominating.
Persimmon when I first got it. I absolutely loved that flavour, and I did a mix where I wanted to really push it out in front, and I haven't used it since, because I used it at about 1.3, and it was just so strong, and it still tasted nice, but it was just too heavy for me. And I
what I found with it is on a single flavour it's really, really good. But when you're trying to use it in a mix, it's very, very deceptive. When you single flavour test, it doesn't actually taste that strong.
Yeah.
But when you try to use it in a mix, it does dominate.
Yeah, it's a bully for sure.
Yeah.
But, it's still really good flavour, but yeah, look, it's just I cured myself of it.
Let's get this show
And
going.
yeah, I think staying under 1 for that is an absolute must.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolute must.
And with the persimmon spice, I'd actually go lower, half a percent or less.
It's the same with a lot of spices, though. Have you
Oh
found
yeah,
that
you definitely want
if you
to.
go heavy on the spice, you totally trounce everything.
It's like in cooking. you want it as a background note or an accent. You don't want it any higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
Life is nice.
I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I'll try that
Cool.
tomorrow.
Can y'all hear the rain?
Is that what that is? Wow.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's
I
crazy.
was wondering what the hell that was. No.
I thought
I
someone
should be
was vaping
sleeping.
in their mic.
I should be sleeping right now because I sleep like a baby when it's raining.
Oh, you cry in the middle of the night and shit your pants?
Sometimes.
We don't judge.
Nothing quite like rain on tin to put you to sleep.
Oh
You got a
God.
tin roof.
In a heartbeat.
What are you mixing, Frank?
I'm using VSO Peach. I'm using the flavor of persimmon, a little bit of VSO Sweet, the yellow watermelon, and I did not realize I had it, one-on-one yellow cake.
Oh, you
Nice.
have it.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had it. I looked and it showed up on ELR. I'm like, what? And then I looked and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I picked it up.
What sort of percentages you going for?
Let's see. I'm using the peach at 3.5, the persimmon at 1/2, the VSO Sweet just like 2 drops because that's all you need. The yellow watermelon at 1.5, and the yellow cake at 2.
Nice.
Let's see how this plays out.
You might find the yellow cake might have to go up a little bit.
Okay, I can do that.
Depends on how you want it though, whether you want a yellow cake heavy or whether you want the fruit notes heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like a mixed fruit, like sitting on top of the cake, I guess, or kind of blended into the cake. I can bump it up a little bit. I can go 3%.
I've just got to bug out just for a second. I'll be back in a second.
Okay,
If that
don't
yellow,
look too much.
if that yellow cake needs a little bit of enhancement, I'd drop a little bit of the one-on-one cornbread in there if you have it.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Stop saying corn.
I could do that.
I'm gonna keep saying corn.
I know you are.
Who's
because
using persimmon that 0.3 might get too earthy? Who's he talking to?
You're talking to me. I'm using it 0.5.
Oh, you got persimmon going?
Yeah, I threw it in. Again, when you were saying that, I was like, that sounds like a good idea with the peach.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm using it
Good,
with the
I'm glad I
VSO
could help.
peach. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that apricot. It's quite crazy.
Yeah, you use
flavor,
like the
though.
one-on-one cornbread, like 1%.
And you
or-
are
or-
gonna say
Yeah.
it too. You two are gonna be blocked, man. Blocked.
Yeah, I go like 0.75 to 1.
Yeah. Mine's a little bit of an older one, so I'm going to go with 1 because I'm not quite sure how strong it is.
Yeah, you don't really want to go over the 1, otherwise you will actually get that corn leaking in.
Keep it up, mister.
And
Just
the-
keep it
the-
up.
As if he knows all about that corn leaking in.
Keep it up. Because every time you say that, I can smell it.
Every time you say that, a
Fuck.
puppy dies.
Every time I say corn.
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck off, Trotter. Yeah, thanks. And I can smell it again. Oh God, that's such a nasty smell.
Did
gonna have-
you open it up?
No, I can just. It's like a. What do you call it? Oh, what the hell is the word now? I can't think of it.
Like a, yeah, I got you.
Like a figment of your imagination. Somebody's put an idea in your head, and now you can think it. I'm gonna have. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm sending Sean Casey a freaking message, and I'm telling him like, what the fuck is with the
Well,
corn?
guess what? You know what he's gonna say? You shouldn't have it anyway, because that's flavor art. I'm Flavor Art North America, and that's not part of my line.
Exactly.
Oh, no, he'll say get some. I know Sean. He'll say get some.
Nope. One of my favorite comfort foods is corn on the cob.
Would you? Oh, keep. Okay, that's it. You know what?
You know, warm
What about
corn.
cornflakes?
What the hell is this?
Warm corn on the cob with butter.
Liam, we gotta have you back more often.
Isn't he awesome? I love him.
He's an
Zippy,
asshole.
does this help?
Oh.
Hey, Mike, we're gonna have to start calling you Corn Hub.
Corn Hub.
Corn up.
Well, apparently on Cornhub now you can get premium.
Yeah, for 30 days free.
What's that? Like FA corn at like 0.5% with 3% super sweet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh well, you might as well throw golden butter in there too at like
7%.
Yeah, 7%.
Yummy.
If you're gonna destroy something, you might as well go all the way.
Well, hell, you know what? I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to make you vape it.
That's fine. Send it to
I'm
me.
going to make you corn on the cob, fucker. Watch this.
Wow, right off the bat, I can smell the yellow watermelon. I'm surprised. I did not think I'd smell that right off the shake.
Oh yeah.
Before I even put it on the coils.
It comes through strong.
Wow, I did not
Through
expect
strong
that.
starting off.
That's fine though. It's a good flavor.
Mix her up, Zippy. Send it to me. You've got my address. I will vape it live.
You are going to vape it because
I remember.
Yeah, well, we need to actually see you put it in the
Oh,
because
watch. Okay,
you can
just wait.
substitute easy.
Just wait.
I'll vape.
I'll mix it right now.
I'll vape any flavor once.
Okay, well, I'm mixing it right now.
Okay, white truffle from Flavor Art.
I don't have. I was warned about that one.
I have that
one.
flavor. I will mix it and send it to you.
I've tried some nasty flavors. I will vape any flavor once.
Have you mixed that one,
Okay, so
Liam?
wait.
Not truffle, no.
Oh, well, you got to do it.
Don't
Okay.
don't think when you're talking about it. Don't think it's a chocolate truffle because it most certainly is
No,
It's dark.
not.
Raven cornbread gummies. It almost sounds like something you'd infuse with THC.
Okay, so we're putting golden
that's-
butter. We're putting
Okay.
corn. What else are we adding? What else are we adding?
Cornbread gummies is what
Oh,
my nanny used.
no,
is
I'm
what
not
my nan
adding
used to do
cornbread.
with her false teeth. Taking out and adding them.
Wait, is the stream weird for everyone else? What does that mean, weird?
Oh wow, yeah, I did have some drop frames. I didn't know it.
Liam.
It should be
Okay.
fine now though. I just looked down. It
we're
went off.
doing
It just went
corn.
offline.
We're doing butter.
No.
What else are we throwing in this?
Whatever you fancy, Zippy.
Oh, don't say that.
That's because Frank's other computer's just stuck on Cornhub.
Yeah, right. Oh, it said my.
Okay. Okay. It's
Just
coming right
soaking
now.
up the bandwidth.
Yeah, it was buffering. It's on my end. It looks like my internet.
Oh,
It's
shit,
when we were
it's
talking
like
about internet
that
today too,
goddamn bottle.
in the neighborhood group app. I guess there's some people around here that are somehow getting 400 megabytes. I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice.
I just realized that I have to open the bloody bottle to make this.
Up speed?
No, download, but I'm sure they're probably getting better than 10 up.
I can't even. I'm lucky to get one up.
I get about 3 up.
Well,
No, it
as long as that
depends on
one
how much I
shot,
drink.
that's
Sometimes it
fine.
may be trouble getting one up.
I knew somebody was going to say it.
Oh,
Well, of
shit.
course.
That's only with whiskey, eh,
I was
Frank?
just staying
Yeah.
on mute.
If you leave anyone in this group an opening to say something,
We're gonna take it.
We're going to run
Oh,
right
yeah.
through it.
Oh yeah. We're running.
I smash Zippy all the time when she says stuff.
Yes,
Friction!
you
I
can.
didn't even see you sneak in, Friction.
the Twisted Sisters.
Yeah.
Twisted Sisters, yes, we
Yes,
are.
yes, sneak.
What am I doing? Oh,
Stop bragging, Nick.
what?
No, Nick's bragging.
Yeah.
Oh, what's new?
Oh, 0.9%?
What's 0.9%?
Every corn.
Oh,
Nick's trying to
Jesus.
kill me.
And
Nick's
that's the
trying to
10%.
kill me.
That's the 10% dilution.
You get 40 up?
Damn.
Friction? Where do you get this from?
He
Where do
lives-
you live that you get that much internet?
He's probably getting. He lives in Pennsylvania, so he's probably getting. That's probably that Xfinity internet,
He's got a direct
I don't
line
even know what
connection
I
to
get.
his satellite.
or it might be Verizon FiOS.
Okay, so what did we decide on the corn? We're going like
Smash
7%.
That isn't what I meant, Nick, and you know what I meant.
On the butter, we're going 7% on the butter because it's got to be slathered in butter.
Which
Mike, is
buddy
that the same one you just put up in the regular chat?
Huh?
The recipe.
No, I'm asking about the golden butter. Are we going 7% because that corn's got to be slathered in butter, you know?
Not sure you want to roll 7%, but you know.
Just let me know if it's going to kill my RDA, because otherwise I will use a really crappy RDA.
Listen, I'll be really nice to you. I'll lower that.
Xfinity.
Okay?
I don't have that option here.
I don't either. If I lived
if you
in
put
Greensboro, I would. But
Liam, if you
So
put them
I'm
in the
done talking.
dishwasher, if you put them in the dishwasher on pots and pans cycle, you get most of the smell out.
I've got an ultrasonic. That's what I tend to use for mine, with vinegar and a little bit of dishwashing, dish soap.
Okay, so I'm calling this Liam's corn hub.
there you go.
Perfect.
Actually, you could go with Liam's Corn Hub subscription.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Premium is free for a month.
Yeah, free for a month.
Yeah, I'm not so
Then-
sure about
then-
this one. I may have to let this one steep for a little bit and see if it gets any better. But right now it's kind of weird.
Too much yellow watermelon.
I think so. Yeah.
Where'd you roll it, Frank?
1.5.
Yeah, it's going to grow.
What the fuck are you saying? I heard you say
Smasher all the time.
smasher all the time. Then I heard scissoring. What? Nick. You know, buddy. Hold on, Nick.
That's child abuse.
No, I know it. I don't give it him.
That's what arts and crafts called now, Pam. Call it scissoring.
I'll do that arts and crafts.
I heard it called scrapbooking.
Well, I do that here. Oh, well, not scrapbooking, but never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Corn on a
Trust me,
throb.
pick 'em
Oh,
up.
Jesus.
Okay, here we go. And now for the butter. Golden butter.
Could be
Better.
worse. It could be
Oh.
TFA.
Damn! Up yours then. No golden for you. We're going TFA, man. You just get yourself in.
No golden showers.
No golden showers for you.
Oh yeah, Zippy, you like to do that. I forgot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, Frank, do all of your shows go like this?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Always.
You don't tell everybody my fetishes.
I know. I'm so sorry. It just slipped.
That's what happens when it's after dark.
Yeah. Tammy, no fetish shaming unless that is your fetish.
That is true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to share this recipe just so you can see that it's legit. Because I am mixing it right now.
Okay.
As I said, Zippy, mix it. You got my address. Send it to me. I will vape it live.
There you go. There's your recipe.
That might have to be on an after dark because I can just imagine the swearing that's going to happen after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yummy.
just nastiness. Just
Actually, Zip, can you just add a little bit of Flavora wood spice to that?
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
sure.
As if he bit into the stick that's holding the corn on the
And
top.
why not? Wait.
No way.
Wait.
San-
Okay.
San-
Well,
Sandalwood and corn.
No, I'm
Nice.
going one better. We'll
That's pay-per-view, Nick.
we'll do wood spice.
Yeah, that's a
Gotta
Patreon
pick
account.
And we'll do wood spice, and we're gonna throw in some FA black fire for the smoke.
Oh, damn, Cherokee lives out in the sticks where they don't have good internet. That sucks. I'm glad you're actually able to watch the stream.
Okay,
Are you
well,
Are you sure?
only-
Are you sure Canada Post are actually gonna be okay with hazardous waste
Well,
content?
when they ask me if it's safe to deliver, I'm gonna go yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
for 10 years where I am, my my internet was 1.6 megabit down.
Oh, dang. That's like dollop.
Yep, and it used to cost me, I'd get 30 gig of transfer for $340.
Jeez.
No, I've just got this image now of Simon just sat in the corner of his office, just sort of hand cranking that modem.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it was, mate. Pretty much what it was, and yeah, like then the NBN rolled out, and now I get about 46 up. 46 down and about 22 up, which is it's like a dream for me. It's like you know,
Okay, so
Yeah, Nick, you get a couple of tickets in the raffle.
there you go, Liam. There's your recipe right there. There you go.
Thanks,
you
Zippy.
take that
I'll
I'm
stop.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, you know.
black fire as well. Nice.
Yeah.
Tobacco corn.
Smoke. No, black fire is supposed to make it like the charcoal-y taste, so the corn fell in the fire, okay?
Excuse me, guys. Oh my gosh.
Burnt corn and butters coming your way, mate. Beautiful. Go
Dan,
away.
how you doing?
Sin! What's up, Sin?
Looking forward to it, Simon.
Actually, Zippy, just a thought. I have a customer whose housemate always steals his juice, and he gets really miffed. So he actually asked me to mix up Real Flavors fried chicken and label it something different, just for his housemate.
Ah,
He
there you
just
go.
left it on the shelf. Maybe we could do something like that on Flavor Chaser, that we have shots to get your friends off your juice.
There's an idea. Let's
Vape
create horrible
Vape Train
mixes.
jackfruit at 2%. And Flavora waffle at 1.
Oh no, come on. Put
Cream
some
and
coffee
mushroom-
in there as well.
Cream and mushroom soup with a rotten meat undertone.
Oh.
If you threw in some Flavora coffee, you'd get
Frank's fetish.
unwashed mushrooms too. so add a little bit of dirt into that as well.
No.
Might as well just throw in some Flavora fried dough and get the beer note to go with it.
And the truffle. Oh God.
Is Liam frozen, or is he just looking?
I think he froze.
on his face? It's like, what the-
You're probably going.
I think it's me.
Yeah, froze. That was an interesting position. You frozen.
It was like, you give me that shit
That's
to
a
vape, I'm
toilet
going
roll.
to kill
What
you.
the heck? Nick,
Am-
put it away.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're back.
This
I
is
know.
actually really good. What I just mixed. I don't know really what it's supposed to be, but it's good.
3%
know.
FA corn and
I didn't mix that shit.
Yeah, Thobite, that's what I have is the cable internet, and I say for
I know.
if you got 400, if I would get 440, that'd be awesome.
I know what Liam was just thinking about,
Oh no.
but he was picturing this with Zippy.
I missed it. Put it back. I missed it.
it was ribbed for her pleasure.
Okay, where was I here? Uh-oh.
This stuff I mixed was pretty good, but I got a feeling I better vape it quick because it's going to steep into.
Something not good.
Yeah.
What'd you mix, Mike?
Yeah. I
I'd have two of them.
I did 2.5% banana custard,
Yeah.
1 3/4 lemon orange rice candy, 2% Flavor West Ruby Red grapefruit, 0.5% of Flavor West sweetener, and 1.5 Vape Train yellow passion fruit.
That's a very interesting mix.
It's actually really good.
What'd you make? What made you think about the banana custard with the other ingredients?
Because it was yellow.
Good a reason as any.
That's the basis of any of it.
Good answer.
But it's actually really interesting. You can really taste the passion fruit, and that ruby red grapefruit kind of helps add to that. It's kind of interesting.
I was thinking of like banana custard as well, with a little bit of the Wonder Flavors banana puree, and then DIY FS banana nut bread.
Zippy. It's a weapon of mass destruction you've got right there, girl.
Oh no, but now I'm armed and dangerous.
What is that?
Wood
Old
spice and
Spice?
wood
Wood
spice,
spice.
wood spice and black fire.
Well, I call wood spice Old Spice anyway, so
Yeah, pretty much.
same thing.
All right.
I wish it was an
I'm gonna work on
oak
something
wood
else real
spice.
quick.
I would.
If it
I
was
have.
oak,
Put some oak wood in it.
more. Hey Zip,
This is getting more and more interesting.
Get some TPA taro. Put 2% of TPA taro in there. That'll work.
I mean,
Actually,
you
that would be
had more oak in it. Put some oak wood in it.
Well,
that would
you
be
gotta
a good
you gotta
addition
have
to
oak
your
with it.
cream of mushroom soup too, Liam. A little bit of TPA taro.
What friction? You like it when they go down on you? Who?
What? Wait, what?
Oh,
Now I'm reading this. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a
I was
1,
gonna
2,
say,
3
I
now
know-
with the VSO banana.
I know
Okay.
several people in this on agree with that statement.
Okay, shit.
I did too, actually.
And a miss. How the fuck did you do that?
On the yellow theme, last night I mixed up one of Pippa's recipes.
Oh yeah,
Be
which
right back.
one?
Okay.
Golden. It's got banana custard, banana puree, butterscotch ripple, custard premium, golden syrup, sweet coconut, and toffee ice cream.
Oh, that new one
That
she
damn
did. Is
toffee
that it?
ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mixed that up last night.
How is that?
It smells all right. She doesn't have a steep time on it, so
Oh yeah, you're okay.
I'm giving it 7 days to start with.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I'm pretty sure that custard premium's about 3 days steep. I think that one was
Yeah.
3 days steep.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
And I don't know about the VTA toffee ice cream, so I've just given it 7 days to try.
It's a good one. That flavor.
Yeah, I mixed that last night. They're the first recipes I've mixed in since last time I was on the show. I've been vaping.
Wow,
commercially.
buddy.
I haven't been able to use bottles or anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got really bad with arthritis.
Yeah.
I'm on my 4th treatment for arthritis at the moment.
oh damn.
If this doesn't work, I start on injections or IV ones.
Yeah, no good, mate. No good.
And right at this time now, the last pills are another immune lowering drug.
Yeah,
So,
it's not a really good
I'm
time.
real fucking screwed. Just as well I don't go out.
Yeah. So sometimes it's good to be a shut-in, I guess.
Yeah, Except my wife works for old people.
Yeah.
They've shut,
There's snakes here as well.
yeah, they've shut the doors to visitors.
See, I mean, the trouble too, I mean, they're the most vulnerable to this stuff. And
Yeah.
the issue is, my mum lives alone and she's not interacting with anyone. So she's lonely as get out, you know, like, so, you know, phone just doesn't quite always cut it. And I know she's sort of feeling a bit isolated right now. And I imagine there's a lot of people that are feeling the same thing. So, you know, I'm going to try and get Mum on a video chat after the show and see how that rolls. So,
Max, what's up, Max?
The same with my mum, Simon. She's self-isolating now for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Emma has showed her how to use Messenger video chat. So we're doing that. We're doing that every day. So
yeah. So yeah, look after your rallies and mums and dads and aunties and uncles and look, you know,
great.
if you have to do a little video on how to you have to do a little video on teaching them how to use a video chat that they can just watch.
Well, I just heard we're not allowed to move. You're not allowed to look at houses. You're not allowed to buy houses. So, yeah, we're stuck here now for even longer.
Well, Mum sold her house and she's worried that she won't be able to move up to her new house up here.
Well, that's what
yeah.
we're listening. Shelley's just told me that we can't go looking for houses because she's not allowed to give notice. You can't go inspecting houses. So I don't know about your mum's situation about buying houses. Whether
she's already bought the house. She's
yeah,
got
that's
it,
what I meant.
And she has to move out of her house middle of next month, and she's not sure whether she can get the movers in. She's not sure whether she can move. And I said to her, just come up here. We'll set up a bed, and you can, you know, we'll get shopping for you and stuff like that. She goes, but what about all my stuff? And I said, well, if you can't move, the people that bought your house can't move in either.
Right, they won't
Exactly.
be able to either.
So it'd be a log jam.
Yeah, so
Get a shipping
Where
container
do I
up on
need
the
to
property.
go?
yeah, look,
Timber.
I mean,
Okay, I keep forgetting.
it's creating a lot of stress in the older community simply
And
because
I stopped buying all vape gear for over a month now to save up for this move. I could have been buying vape shit.
Don't look and regrets. It just might mean that you can do a massive order all in one hit and then save again.
No, I missed out on Chef's bloody big sale they had there, 27% off.
It's still going, mate.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's
until
only
the end of the month.
Yeah, it's till
midnight.
the end of the month, so you've got like 2 days or a day or something, so get into it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
29th for your time, so you got 2 days.
Midnight 31st of March.
Whatever they have left in
Midnight
stock,
UK
that's-
time.
Yeah, I'll
Seven
I'll get on
years.
there and I won't have anything I fucking want.
7 years is the code. Hit it up.
I just put this in the chat. It's a banana cream cake I just did using the VSO banana. It's a 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I didn't see you in there,
that's
Matt. How you doing, buddy?
I did,
Did you do
yeah.
Vanilla Deluxe, Liam? Was that one of yours?
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Excuse me.
I'm actually starting.
I can't actually see chat. So I'm on my phone. At the
Oh,
moment.
okay.
Oh, you're always full of excuses.
Okay, there you go. It's made. It'll be on its way Monday. And I hope
Is
the
that,
postal people don't die from smelling it.
Zippy, send him some of his own one shots and see if he can pick them. just relabel them something else and go, hey, Liam, what was that one? The ultimate taste test, mate.
This is actually really good. I like it.
You
Was
like
that
it a
bit of
lot?
Was that a bit of feedback, Simon, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
someone
Max
saying they
says
mixed
you
it.
just
One of the
typed one of
best.
the best recipes posted lately. There you go, mate. So yeah, good feedback.
Where's the link for that?
Thank you. It's on ATF or ELR as vanilla deluxe.
And he added to that, better than the horse shit that Nick puts out. Nice one, Max.
I've got two. I mixed up two of Nick's as well last night.
Oh.
But Max, you need to see what I put in
that
this
Smalls
mix.
one. And what's this one? The pink Josta. It's supposed to be some pink jelly bean or something.
I think that's a pink strawberry taffy one, is it?
Where did I come out with?
Yeah, something that was called a
9%?
Josta, a lolly that you had called a Josta.
I have no idea what.
I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
I don't know what flavour juicer is. I'm not a big one on candies.
All right, there you go. There's mine.
I've hit a few candies lately with this malt stuff.
Sharona
so I thought I'd give it a
Mingo.
go.
And what was it? Cherokee? Yeah. No, yeah. What's in it? I ended up doing a little apricot and some peach. The ginger peach.
I'll go back to
All
it.
flavor. And
Yeah.
a little bourbon.
Yeah, ginger peach is the only one I'm missing.
I don't have it either.
Well, I looked it up to see what you were missing, so I made sure I used something.
Okay, that's good.
As you do. That's how we generally mix, Frank. We just go to your stash and whatever you don't have, we just.
Oh, that's
throw it
pretty
in.
easy then,
That's
yeah.
what I need to use. That's it.
Well, see, I have less than half of what Tam has as far as flavor, so.
That fucking
Is-
Devon
isn't
Tree.
Isn't that the way we always mix them, Simon?
Yeah. What?
One mystery flavour each mix. It's always good.
Oh, Tammy, you're on. You're in number one on all the flavors,
Yeah.
and you're beating Nick.
Yes, exactly. He thinks he's all that and then some.
Well, it's unusual because
Whatever.
Nick's usually beating himself, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That recipe looks really nice, Tam.
Yeah,
I'd
it actually tastes really good.
I'd sub the ginger peach, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, you can sub the ginger peach, Frank, just for some peach.
Oh, just with regular peach.
Yeah.
But peach would
That's-
just
that's-
suggest using maybe like the VSO peach or using the honey peach
Yeah,
from the
you
jungle
can
flavors
use
or.
VSO peach or what? How
Hell,
much
I'm
is
missing
it?
every single one of them,
You're missing every single one of them?
except the PG, VG, and Nick.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the other thing we do. That's the other thing we do. We pick out what Stalker doesn't have as well.
You could use just the flavor peach, or you could use honey peach, or you can.
Yeah, I can use flavor peach. Yeah.
Shit, the amount I'm missing, it's like, oh, I've got to
Yeah,
sub
just-
everything.
Just look at it with having the PG in Nick. Just look at it as halfway there.
Yeah.
Just what you don't have, Stalker, just leave out, mate.
Leave it out.
You know what?
Well, then you just make unjuice.
Sub for yellow cake, custard, and Bavarian cream. It'll taste the same.
You know what I've discovered? The best part about mixing with flavors that I don't have is it always tastes great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Liam, from Swaggy. Chefs has a brand new shipment of VSO flavours. They
Yeah.
picked up from the post on March 10th. So as soon as things settle down a little bit for Carl and Lewis, I imagine it'll find its way to you, and you'll be able to play with them.
Because no offense to Shane,
Fingers
but the
crossed.
postage is just so dear from America. I paid $60 postage, Australian, for what, 6-8 bottles.
Oh, sub vapes. That is horrible. That would like ruin my day running out of flavor of vanilla pudding.
I paid $30
Yeah.
for one bottle. Stalker, $30 for one bottle of pineapple.
Of what? What are you talking about?
Oh,
$30?
Liam.
How big of a
Liam
bottle?
Sin says hi and gives you a big heart.
500 ml bottle of pineapple.
Well, a 500 mil. Okay.
$30?
Well, how much did I just pay for Mullenberry apricot?
No. I'm
Well,
not
I
talking
got
about.
100
Wait.
mil. Never mind. You're right.
No, wait. I'm not talking about the size of the bottle. I'm talking about I paid $30 shipping for one bottle.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's not the
shipping.
size of the bottle; it's what you do with it.
Right.
I'm not touching that. I know what I'm gonna do with the bottle.
So what you're trying to say is it's not the size of the ball, it's the motion of the mixing.
That's right.
That's it.
That's come from a guy that has a lot of 10 mils.
Yeah, Smaggy, Liam is Sherlock Holmes. That's
Yes, he does all the flavor notes that
the chefs. So.
chefs has. Yes, thank you so much. My brain is
And for a lot of the rest of the community as well.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for this COVID-19, I would have been hitting 1,000 notes.
Oh
soon.
yeah.
But
That's a lot
probably
of
going to
work,
be about
brother.
June now.
Yeah, I think I killed about 20
Well,
trees
you
on
just
those
got to
roads.
up your workload a little bit, mate, and just be slacking off because you're sitting at home, lounging on the couch watching Netflix when you could be doing flavour testing. Come on.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Get-
doing flavor
Get,
testing.
get it right,
No, it's
Simon.
being lazy.
I'm lounging on the couch watching Cornhub.
Oh, yeah, true. Casting
There's
from the
something
phone.
about watching that across the screen. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
just
fair
watch out for
play.
them girls with the big
Me and
ears.
Liam are different people. I'm Stalker, and Liam's the other one with the headphones on.
Liam's, corn hub and chill.
That's right.
No, Stalker and Corn Hub.
Actually, can someone change Liam's handle to corn hub?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see
And he,
a new one-shot line coming out under the name Corn Hub.
The Cornhub
he-
line.
and he subscribed.
Dogger is not Liam. No.
And it really stinks. That is
Liam,
one
when is the
stinking-
first time you were ever on YouTube?
Oh,
He was
now
on
you're
Pippa's
asking.
show, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, I think it was on Pippa's show, yeah.
Was it when I drug you on?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's what I thought. And I'm like,
There you go, Liam. There's a blog spot now for Cornhub.
oh.
Change just done
Do
it.
you know what I was thinking about earlier is how quiet and like you used to be so quiet, just
Reserved,
quiet.
yeah.
And now you're like blossomed into this like open.
Oh, Liam and Blossom in the same sentence.
Liam and Blossom Corn Hub.
I'm still quiet and reserved.
Oh
That's
come on!
Full of shit.
You see, I was able to change his name too.
Personality is like
I can't help it if I like floral vape sippers. I
But
live
that's
my
okay.
florals.
Flowers, man.
Good news, Liam. Cornhub.com is available.
Liam probably can't see this, so I'm just going to... Oh, dear.
Brought to cornhub.com.
Shenanigans. Love a shenanigans. But, have we talked out of yellow or we got more yellow?
I think we're pretty much talked out, and we've been going about 2 hours, so I'm about ready to wrap this puppy up.
yeah.
And everyone either go to bed or go on with their day or go find cornhub.com and watch their ears off. Shuck their ears off. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
So, Tam, what do you got going on this week with mixing with flavors?
Yeah, on OGA Network, Mixing with Flavors, we're going to be talking about marshmallows
Ooh.
on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
Yes.
Mike, where you hiding out at right now?
I am in what we'll just call it Greenfield, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Flying J.
No, I'm actually at a pilot. Well, same difference.
Oh, yeah.
You say it at Popeyes?
No,
What?
pilot.
Oh, a pilot. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, pilot. You have twice the chance of getting your fenders ripped off while you sleep. Flying J, you only have about 50% chance. You have about 100% chance at pilot.
Yeah, that's true.
Zippy, what's your video about tomorrow? Or were you not going to tell us yet?
I'll just tell you what I called it, and you can go from there. It's called Open Says Me. Not Simon Says. It says Open Says Me. Okay, that's my recipe for tomorrow. And you can find me on Zippy Zone if you haven't been there before. And I usually upload videos on Sundays, except for I've been extremely busy with Flavor Chaser, so I've been too tired.
And
speaking of Flavor Chaser,
exactly, go for it, son.
Still the golden ticket competition running on. So
Yep.
buy a bottle, look for a golden ticket, and you'll get a big surprise.
It may even be a golden shower.
I'm sorry.
No.
I charge extra for those. Okay, I do charge extra for those.
But
Yeah,
look up my Flavor Chaser. Have a look. There's 40 odd one shots there. Is it 40 or 60?
No, it's 40.
40.
No.
And there's
Yeah, there's 40.
well, there's more on the way too. So
More
have
coming.
a look out there and look for new editions coming soon, because there are some nice ones coming up, and there's also something really big in the works too. So I'll let you know about that when it happens,
Nice.
or just before it happens. Maybe just before. Give them the scoop.
Yes. Well, I kind of gave him a hint tonight on Frank's or
Mike's.
Tucker's show, Mike's show. I could drop a little bomb on this one that I'll just show you.
Dun, 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 dun.
These are traveling somewhere. They're all packed up and ready to go somewhere. That's my little hint.
How nice and sealed up they are.
Yeah.
Leaving on a jet plane.
I know. Simon's squirreling me into all kinds of little things.
They're like vacuum packed or
Yeah,
something.
they are, and it's so like it's
Nice.
It's nice and tight.
Actually, everyone.
It's always good to be nice and tight.
It is.
Those are going to Hippie, right?
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. This package is going to Hippie. Yes. Yeah.
If you're actually wondering about some of the one shots that are on Flavor Chaser, Session Drummer on ELR has done some reviews. If you'd like to know what some of them taste like, have a read. He's absolutely nailed the reviews and done a really good job. And there's a couple more reviews coming out very soon, I believe, as well, Zip. So
Yes. As a matter of fact, yeah.
Wendy's going to have a look at a few of them and let us know what she thinks. Which
Yeah,
is always
well,
a bit
Wendy
of a
did them
hit.
last Monday. She did some of them.
We all missed it.
Yeah. Yeah, Wendy was doing them last Monday, yeah.
Like on her channel?
Yeah.
'Cause I've subscribed to her channel. I never got no notification.
Oh, she did it on her show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did on a
shit.
live show last Monday.
Oh
And
shit.
she did.
Well, I all know.
Yeah, she did Jacked Up Sunday.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
damn,
like
I'm gonna
it?
have to go watch.
Yeah, she liked it a lot.
Did she just do
Well,
the
I know
one?
what we're all doing.
No, she
after
did.
the
She
show.
did a few of them.
Yeah.
I was in
Yeah,
and out.
one of
I didn't catch the whole show, but I know like towards like I usually catch like the first half of it. Then Fresh comes on, and I say screw that guy, and I leave. But
And that was last Monday?
yeah, just past Monday. Yep. So go check it out.
Okay. Oh well, yeah.
Well, dude, that's what we're on this afternoon then. Have a
Yeah.
watch party.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll be doing that right after this show. Yeah, I never got notified, and I'm subscribed and everything. I don't know what's going on with that notification shit.
Oh yeah, notifications aren't going
She has
out.
a show every Monday at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Well, I know, but sometimes I get notified, and sometimes I didn't. But I
Oh.
didn't get one. I didn't get one. Even sometimes like our shows, I don't get notified. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh yeah. Stalker, glad to see you up and about and hanging out in the community again. Life is better when you're hanging out with us.
It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, it is. I missed you, dude.
I just had a few things I had to deal with personally and physically, and yeah, just wasn't really up to it.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Well, you start hanging around, or else I'm gonna come and get you.
No, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
So Liam, what else do you have going on in quarantine life?
Just doing a little bit of mixing. I got a couple of recipes, about 300 of them to mix up.
Oh, okay, that's not too many.
I might have some new recipes coming out soon, but everybody can catch me on ELR as Sheerluck Ohms, ATF as Sheerluck Ohms. You can also buy my one-shots at chefsflavors.co.uk as Twisted Imagination. And I'm also happy and pleased to announce that I am also at DIYFlavorchaser.com as Sheerluck Ohms.
Soon to be renamed Corn Hub Flavors.
Be renamed.
And don't forget to check out his channel, cornhub.com.
That's right.
You could also
I might actually add that as a search term on the site for you, Liam, just so that it pulls up your stuff straight off, mate.
Can we
also-
still search for Nick's stuff by looking up cucumber?
If you put cucumber into DIY Flavor Chaser, it'll bring up Nick's line of immortal shots.
You can also find my my flavor notes on the Chef's Flavors Facebook group, as well as a lot of the other Facebook groups I'm in, such as Mixers Helping Mixers, and I believe it's the Canadian group as well. They're on hold at the moment due to quarantine, but there will be some new notes coming up in hopefully the next month.
Cool.
And you can also catch me on YouTube on the Homegrown Alchemy and Mixers Helping Mixers whenever I gate crash their shows. And occasionally Frank's as well whenever I gate crash his show, if you know.
Yeah, hell, anytime. Anytime, glad to have you.
I get to kill another 20 trees printing out your notes?
Yes, you do.
20? There's 800 odd pages. That's more than 20 trees.
Well, yeah, okay. It depends on the size of the trees, okay?
You do realize if chefs made like actual like flip book, like a spiral notebook type thing of your notes, people would buy it. Like,
Yes.
they would pay like money for that.
It'd be so thick it'd pay them. They'd have to pay $400 in shipping.
That's the one thing I've always said, that my flavor notes will always be free for the DIY community.
Well, they wouldn't be buying your
awesome
notes.
notes,
They would be
Liam. I've
buying
got
the
to tip my hat to
Yeah,
you, mate.
that's good of you, mate.
Because getting them all in one spot in a searchable index is makes life so much easier, and they are really wicked notes. If you don't have them, grab a copy of them for yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So,
They're awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have them all in like one PDF file. You know how like Flavor does with the Master and Art of DIY Vapor books. You can get them in a digital copy, or you can get the hard copy. It'd be awesome to just have them all in one spot, just be able to go through it and. Oh,
it's like buying Encyclopedia Britannica, mate.
Yeah.
Stack them on the
Oh
shelf.
my god, it's getting really deep in the chat with Nick. Just so you know.
Oh, I know. I see it. Yeah, I can smell it from
Somebody's
here.
got to pour some water on him, calm him down.
I can smell the flames from here.
I'll squirt some corn juice on
Oh, he'd like that too much.
I know he would.
That's another channel to sub to. Nick's Nevins Above. new channel.
Yes.
Have a push at that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, get his head even bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send him these wide-angle lens, but you know it's all good.
Yeah, Nick will be self-isolating soon, not because the government has said he has to stay in the house, but because he won't get through any door frames.
Bang, bang.
All right, gang. Everybody said be safe. Wash your hands. Don't talk to strangers, and we'll all get through this together. Quarantine. Stay away from people. People are assholes. Pet your dog, and we'll see everybody next week. Bye,
See you guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, Felicia.